It's the most prestigious fuel efficiency prize on the planet. And in an era where resources are continually stretched, Shell is inspiring the next generation of engineers to be better and brighter.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Pushing the boundaries of fuel efficiency to help tackle our enormous energy challenges.
It's a good occasion to prove ourselves to the world.
100 student teams from across the Americas converge on Texas to battle for the honor of producing the world's most innovative future vehicle.
Oh, I felt so exhilarated.
The winning teams are the ones that go furthest on the least amount of energy. And this year, for the first time, we go up close and personal with 3 fierce competitors.
It's epic.
The car's on fire! 1, 2, 3, oh!
The best thing I have ever done with my life.
Whoa!
As they tackle the complex but highly rewarding road to Houston. With just 4 weeks to go, former champions Alérion Supermileage is preparing for the Shell Eco Marathon Americas 2013.
My name is Philippe Bouchard. I'm the general manager of Alérion Supermileage team from Laval University, Quebec, Canada. We won Shell Eco Marathon 3 years in a row. But last year we had a disaster when our car wouldn't start. So this year, we changed things a little bit. We made smaller teams that works on specific areas of the car. Among them, you have Louis David and Etienne, who works on the electronic.
Yes, it's all me and my team.
You have Guillaume, who designed the shell, and he loves snowboarding. And we have Lucas, who's in charge of the clutch system. And he's a little bit the party boy of the team. And last but not least, we have Audrey, our driver.
I'm training because I want to lose some weight for the competition.
The Shell Eco Marathon, it's the biggest event we take part of. It's a good occasion to prove ourselves to the world, what we can do and what we can accomplish as young engineers. There's a lot of pressure because we have to be the champion again. You know, getting such a fail last year, we feel like we have to get back on top.
It was quite a disappointment. We worked as hard as we could, but we had major issues in the engine control.
Tried to start the engine by pushing a little button like more than 10 times.
More over here.
Never worked, so it was very frustrating.
The Université Laval team is competing in the gasoline prototype category of Shell Eco Marathon. Their car is a carbon fiber shell with a single seat and 3 wheels. The 2 at the front for steering and the rear providing the drive. The motor started out life as a lawnmower engine, but the team has heavily modified it to improve fuel efficiency, which is what this competition is all about. At the moment, the car only exists in pieces, and the severe Canadian weather means that the team can't test drive it outside until the event in Texas.
Quebec is known for having one of the worst winters in North America.
We get snow and ice, and it's pretty much freezing all through the winter. So that's a big problem for us because we can't test the car outside.
The kind of innovation that we need to develop to overcome the weather are, a dynamometer like the one we have right here, which allow us to make some engine tests inside, and we can know our fuel consumption and also the torque that we develop during the winter.
After failure in 2012, there's intense pressure on Louis David and his team to redesign the engine management system so that the motor starts and runs consistently. and things seem to be going to plan.
Holy! The bolts we were using to the crankshaft position just snap off. Was so close to starting.
We have some combustion, so the force just broke our three plastic bulb, so we've got to replace them.
In the competition, the Laval team plans to use a crafty run-kill driving strategy. When the car reaches 18 miles per hour, they switch off the engine, allowing it to coast and save fuel. The engine is restarted when the car's speed drops to 9 miles per hour.
With this strategy, we can go really far because we're not running the engine all the time, so we save fuel.
As well as challenging the students to build a fuel-efficient car, Shell Eco Marathon has also affected how they manage energy consumption in their own lives.
The run-kill strategy changed the way I drive my car, because now when I see red lights, I don't go, oh yeah, I'm gonna... It's not a race. So I think that because of the competition, because of what we're doing here, I changed the way I drive.
Yeah, me too. The competition, the Shell Eco Marathon and the Supermileage helped me to think about it and how it's important to save fuel.
Back in the engine workshop, the team has been hard at it for several hours. With the broken bolts replaced and some encouragement from a heat gun, the engine is on the verge of starting.
I liked it. It smelled the burning fuel, so I like it.
Usually we have to restrict the air intake, and if there's too much air with our lean mix, sometimes combustion just doesn't happen. So what we do sometimes is we put a washer to restrict the air intake, and that's what we're going to do.
It's a vital breakthrough for the young Canadian engineers. Meanwhile, 860 miles south in the United States, there's growing excitement among the students of James B. Dudley High School.
How you doing? I'm Terry Wallace.
My name is Nazim Wagao.
Hey, I'm Brian Cruz, and I'm team captain of the Dudley Motorsports.
My name is Zachary Apple.
I'm Rochelle Messelbid, and I'm the driver.
Who are we? Dudley! Who are we? Dudley!
For me, being in this competition is just very exciting. I just can't wait to get there.
I love this. It's the best thing I have ever done with my life so far. It's a life-changing opportunity.
And we're ready to win!
James B. Dudley students are learning a lot from Shell Eco Marathon. They come from a deprived neighborhood in Greensboro, North Carolina. Without this challenge, there's no way this group would be thinking about energy.
The team here at James B. Dudley High School is unique. They're from about 5 to 6 different countries and speak about 10 different languages.
They're just learning English. They don't usually have a lot of money. A lot of them have come from refugee camps. So of course, they don't have anything when they get here.
I think this Shell Eco Marathon is going to give these guys something that they've never had in their life. And it could be a stepping stone from here to something really big.
I learned a lot of things doing this. So I know that it will be helpful for me later in my life.
Red, flip the switch.
It's on.
Flip it the other way, it's backwards.
The Dudley Panthers are building 2 cars to compete in the Urban Concept Electric and prototype electric categories. They're approaching this challenge in an unconventional way. Both cars are made entirely from junk.
We just don't have enough money to buy new things to the car. We always have to recycle.
These back here, they're from the umbrella from a picnic table. Let's see. This right here comes from a treadmill. These right here are vacuum hose. This is a child's booster chair.
And that's where the engineering comes, where we find something in the shop or find something in the road, and we need to think about how can we apply it to the vehicle. The Shell Eco Marathon does make me think twice about doing something, throwing something away instead of recycling it.
The children of this generation are going to be the future of tomorrow. And I have learned to save more energy and to be more concerned about the environment.
Building cars from scrap takes time. As the Houston deadline looms, their to-do list is daunting.
So what we gotta do is get the wires straight. On top of that, we also need to work on the body, the steering, the outdoors. We need to make sure that the brakes work, the engine.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like unorganized.
They are way behind schedule. Head of Automotive Mechanics, Ricky Lewis, calls a crisis meeting.
I worry about y'all. You guys got to be about it. You got to give focused attention to what you're doing.
I guess, who wants to go to Houston? But you got to show enthusiasm, energy, work your butts off out there, okay? No standing around, work.
This is one shot. One shot, guys. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And if you guys sit around and think you're just going, and if you think you can't win, you've lost already. Guys, we got to dig in.
You need to go back out there and say, we're going to be successful. That's what we want you to do. We want you to be successful. Let's knock it out, guys. Work. Come on.
What he said, it was just very, very true, you know.
I didn't really like it, but, you know, it needs to be done.
Ricky's words strike home. The Panthers start to make progress.
Very good, guys.
But they're having to work to the precise specifications of Shell Eco Marathon, one of which is a strict limit on the car's weight. To measure this accurately, the Panthers head to the local salvage yard to use their giant scales.
Okay, so somebody get in. So it looks like
Shell Eco Marathon urban concept rules stipulate the maximum vehicle weight, excluding driver, is 450 pounds.
So now we got to get off of this here, right?
Yes.
And you said we got to be how much?
400.
Okay, 400 pounds on the money. Ain't that something? Okay, so we're good. We're good. So guys, push it on.
It's a significant triumph. And ever the opportunist, Ricky also spots a chance to cash in some unwanted junk from their workshop.
Look at that, $4.20. Okay, man, thanks a lot. We do appreciate it.
On their shoestring budget, every dollar counts. Back at base, the prototype is finally ready for testing.
I'm a little nervous. I feel fat.
This is the moment of truth.
All hands on the car.
Will Dudley's hard work pay off?
Somebody set the navigation system up.
And their prototype perform with just days left until the Houston competition?
Okay, we got to go now. Watch your heads. I think we're going to do it right in here for right now.
But there's a problem. Driver Rochelle has only recently arrived from the Pacific island of Palau and is a driving novice.
Okay, just go real easy. Wait, whoa! Hey, guys. Okay, the faster you go, the easier it is to turn. Okay, come on around. Hey, guys, see that wheel went down? Slow it down a little bit. Don't go too fast there. Trying to get you used to it. Whoa! Is he all right? Is he all right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of flipped the car over a little bit, but now I learned what mistakes I did wrong and I'm gonna do better. Us Dudley Panthers, we're not gonna let nothing stop us.
Very good. Great day.
While the Dudley Panthers try to brush off any setback, much further south in Brazil, at the surf mecca of Florianopolis, there's trouble in paradise for the E3 team. Unlike teams in North America, the boys and girls from Brazil must send their car to the event in Houston, Texas by freight. Not only is this expensive, it also means there are 2 weeks less to prepare and test everything. The other problem is the team has 2 co-captains with very different ideas about how to run the project. Rodrigo Magri is determined to stay within budget, while Brenner Martins wants to buy the best parts regardless of cost.
We just counted all the money we have, and we don't even have enough money to buy all the stuff we need for Shell Eco Marathon. And you want to buy the most expensive
Would it be just $200 more?
No, probably you said more than that.
Yeah, maybe 300.
Rodrigo wins this argument, as the budget's so tight. Financing the building of the car and travel to the US isn't cheap, and the team desperately needs to raise money. The feuding captains unite and convince the university to make a financial contribution, but still need to raise more money to avoid spending their own to reach Texas.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Last year, the team finished 7th in the gasoline prototype category, but this year, they're hoping for a top 3 place. Their new car is being built from scratch, but with time running out, it's just a frame and lots of parts. New driver Christina is desperate to test drive it.
I'm really nervous because I'm still going to learn how to drive the best way. And last year, our driver crashed, and I really hope I don't do this.
Tonight, the team must assemble everything and try to run the engine for the first time. All the components must be attached to the frame and wired together. It's a big job, and they work into the early hours to get it done. But fatigue sets in, and tensions rise. They're almost ready to start the engine. But when you're tired, it's easy to forget the basics.
We forgot about the oil in the engine, so that would be bad.
They've worked through the night and are finally ready to start it up.
Well, we started the engine, but we couldn't keep on moving, keep on working. We actually don't know why, but then we had some problems with the starter of the engine. At least the horn is working.
The next day, after some well-earned sleep, the team are off fundraising for the trip to Texas. They're selling specially designed T-shirts and running a Facebook campaign to drum up support for the project.
I think we just have maybe 14 or 15 T-shirts to finish.
The fundraising goes well, but the good vibe doesn't last long. The build is falling behind schedule, and tempers fray.
Mas porque estava tudo muito certo que o Walter iria fazer? We are just discussing the problems we are facing because we are really delayed in our project. Now we just decide we're going to do what we must do and not what we would like to do.
After failing to get the engine running smoothly last night, the team makes final adjustments before trying again. But things go from bad to worse.
The crankshaft is broken.
We just broke our engine.
The crankshaft is a vital component in converting the force from the piston to the wheels. Without it, the engine is useless. Down to their last engine, the team reviews their options, and for once, the captains agree.
I think the best would be to postpone the test with the car for 2 weeks.
These milestones, these problems, they appear. So whenever they happen, we have to figure out a way to fix it, and it takes time. So it's part of being a participant in Shell Eco Marathon, you know.
With one working engine remaining, it's crucial that they don't make the same mistake twice. They reduce the torque, and the engine starts. Then, double disaster. The second and final crankshaft breaks.
This is the part of the crankshaft that is broken. The torque was too high for the material, so it just broke.
The captains call a crisis meeting to work out where they go from here. Everyone's on edge.
It's very bad, our situation right now. We need like plan B.
For me, plan B is to leave all the powertrain here, ship the car without it, and so we will have 3 more weeks to work on it. We won't have any test, but at least we can try to work with the fuel injection here. We can try to do something. That's my plan B.
I hate your plan B.
That's not my problem.
All 3 student teams are facing tough challenges, getting ready for Shell Eco Marathon Americas 2013. Next time on The Road to Houston, the Dudley Panthers visit a NASCAR workshop.
Being here is a blessing because you get to learn from the pros.
It was pretty awesome.
The Brazil E3 team's plan to test drive their vehicle is wrecked.
It's a terrible situation.
I'll actually have to practice in an imaginary car.
And Canada's Alérion Supermileage team unveil their cutting-edge prototype at the prestigious Quebec Auto Show.
I wasn't really sure what it was.
Something alien.
The Road to Houston. Join the journey. See the second film on Shell.com from March 25th.